Hello Saggies, and happy birthday to those of you who are Sagittarius watching this. So this reading is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Let's get started. All right, so this is for the month of December. I know we're coming in, I'm filming this on the 7th of December here, so I know it's a little bit late, but better late than never, I guess. Sorry about this setup. I'm filming this on my iPad. So this is a little bit impromptu. I just, felt compelled to start doing monthly zodiac sign readings, and we're just gonna roll with it. All right, Spirit, what do Sagittarius need to know about the month of December for them? If you don't want to see the shuffling, that's cool. I will leave a timestamp in the description. Alright, so I'm just going to start off with 3 first, and then we can move on, just because I don't have a lot of space here. Okay, Sagittarius. So it seems as though this month for you, as much as it is, Temperance here represents Sagittarius, as much as it is, your birthday month or whatever, Christmas, things like that, there seems to be a need to set boundaries. Okay, I always see the 7 of Wands as defending what's yours, defending yourself. If you feel as though, especially with Christmas and stuff coming up to it, definitely could be that way. Defending what's yours, but also protecting yourself. And the easiest and best way, in my opinion, for us to protect ourselves is by having firm and solid boundaries and then asserting them. So I just was finishing up doing some private readings. You can find the link to my Etsy shop in the description box, where you can purchase a private reading with another client. And essentially it was about, setting boundaries. And I always like to think, well, in my experience, it's easier for me to set boundaries with other people when I'm used to asserting and setting those boundaries with myself. So having solid and firm boundaries with yourself could look like, I'm not going to overwork this week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, set out at least one day of my weekend where I'm doing something completely for me. So that's just a really rough example. So, and obviously everybody's boundaries are going to look different. The need for boundaries is because ultimately it's going to bring you into a higher state of alignment with yourself. I'm just noticing, like, here we've got the enlightenment, and then here as well. So it also, from doing that, it also opens you up to a higher state of enlightenment, which in turn brings you to a place where ideas are flowing. You've got inspiration. So if you're a Sagittarius that has been experiencing a lack of inspiration, or having trouble with maybe you're a creative and ideas aren't flowing the same way. Maybe you have writer's block, something like that. Whatever it is, this doesn't necessarily have to be ideas. This could be impulses. This could be inspiration to have more fun in your life, to do the things that you are passionate about, to do the things that you are excited about. Okay, so setting those boundaries means that you're not going to be overworking yourself or overexerting yourself for other people. You're going to be a lot more in alignment with who you are and who you are supposed to be, which means you have more of a reserve for the things that you want and for the things that you feel like you, need to do. All right, so just moving those along, we're just going to pull some more cards here. What else is happening in December for Sagittarius, please, Spirit? Oh my goodness. Give me a sec, guys, sorry. So it seems as though like overcoming some sort of fear or anxiety, or just like maybe you're prone to overthinking. If you're an overthinker, this is definitely going to be for you. But if you have like, oh sorry, the brightness, let me just fix that. If you have a tendency to overthink, or you feel stuck when it comes to your career or your finances, okay, I feel as though this, like setting boundaries and things, is really going to help, not only with your reserve tank when it comes to your career and doing the things that you feel like that you need to do, it's also going to really help you with your career and your finances too, okay? So maybe your career, maybe you are a creative, and maybe this Page of Wands is like thinking of ideas on how to continue to build your business or build your career, or maybe your passion is your career. So, you know, whether you're a writer, a singer, you know, whatever. You're opening yourself up to more of the things that you want, because with the Nine of Cups here, this is wish fulfillment, okay? So, so I feel as though through setting these boundaries with other people, as well as, you know, creating boundaries for yourself, if you're someone who doesn't actually have any boundaries for yourself, you know, spending this time identifying where in your life you feel you could do with some boundaries when it comes to yourself, that's going to be really, really beneficial for you, because it stops you from what's that saying? It's like Spirit, I'm getting the what is it? It's like give me a second, guys. Analysis paralysis. If you're someone who's like, if you've been overthinking or over-analyzing a situation, it can sort of like, especially if you're unbalanced here with the Temperance card, if you're not in this state of being able, like if you're not in this state of being balanced, okay, you may be prone to overthinking or, you know, analysis paralysis, where it's just not that productive, and then you feel stuck and trapped, especially when it comes to your career or your finances or your stability. If this is not career for you, this could be talking about your emotional, physical, financial, and spiritual stability, your sense of stability even, okay? But setting those boundaries is really, really, really going to help you get out of this and come more, not only into more alignment with the Temperance card, but also stable and secure. And it's also a sense of feeling stable and secure, because we can actually be stable and secure, but if we don't feel like we're stable and secure, it doesn't really mean anything, does it? It's all about our perception. So this, you know, opens us up to more opportunities or ways to think of new ideas that is going to bring us more into alignment here with our goals and desires. The Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. It's dreams coming true. It's accomplishment of goals. So whatever you've been trying to accomplish here, you do accomplish it. Once you know, understand how to start asserting and setting boundaries, because what's going to happen is you're going to start to understand it more, and then you become more open and clear in general, in all aspects of your life. Okay, so towards the end of the month, I got this message really, really quickly. It came through quite quick and easy. So toward the end of the month, I do see you moving on from a situation where you experienced a lot of disappointment, grief, sadness, regret, whatever this was for you. It's going to be different for everyone, right? You felt as though there was no hope left in the situation. But with the Two of Cups here behind you, this is you know, in the state of before you realized, you know, when you were, sorry, I'm having trouble with my words today. at some point toward the end of the month, you finally sort of, you know, maybe you were able to look behind you and you find that there is actually hope. This then puts you in a state of being able to, it's like a progression, the energy of progression, the energy where you want to progress, but it's easy to progress as well because of all the work that you've done prior to this. So this could be linked to what we've addressed up here, but this could also be a separate situation. And I'm feeling that a lot for some of you. It is a separate situation where you did feel a sense of loss, grief, sadness, depression even. But it's mostly disappointment. And it's disappointment on a larger scale. It's not just one of those things where it's like, oh, damn it, that didn't work out. It's, you know, something that you're quite attached to and I'm emotionally attached to because it's Cups energy, right? Spirit knows you're tired. They don't want you to give up though. So toward the end of the month when things start to feel difficult, because it's almost like you acknowledge that like this is still sort of lingering as well, even though you're ready for something new and you're looking out to the future to bring something, to walk a new path. Okay. You're deciding where to go next here. But the energy of this is forward movement. It is progression. You are tired though. But this is the energy of, it's like you're almost there. And I think to some extent you know this too. You know that you're almost there. So you are going to see it through. You are going to see it through, but it may take a little bit more, I think, sorry, I don't mean to yell. I think what's going to help is when you start to feel really exhausted, right? This energy here in the center, the Two of Wands, is sort of your saving grace. It's sort of your map through this. Especially Sagittarius, right? We want the next adventure. We're ready for the next adventure. We're constantly looking for the next fulfilling adventure. So if when you are experiencing these energies, and it could be now, but for a lot of you, I'm saying it is toward the end of the month. Focusing on this is really, really, really going to help you get over that ledge. And when I say over that ledge, it's like the energy of, you know, climbing a mountain. It's like the last bit of the climb, getting to the top, getting over the hump, so to speak. And what I mean by this is focusing, allowing yourself to dream, focus on what's next for you. Start planning. If you like to plan, maybe you have some Virgo placements. If you like to plan for the future and that sort of helps get you excited, do it. Because this is going to be your source of inspiration when you're extremely tired. And you know, this feeling of the Five of Cups here, it might come in and out, it might fluctuate, okay? Because that's life and our life fluctuates, our experience. So what's going to help motivate and help propel you forward is focusing on the Two of Wands energy of where can I go next? Preparing for the future, dreaming about the future. What do I want to bring into my life next? And start planning, start making those plans. Even if like it's making plans to the point where you're not actually having to do anything, because I know you were exhausted, but just, you know, in a fun way. For example, if you were like, okay, well, I think what's next for me, what is really going to be beneficial to me is, you know, I'm going to book a holiday. Okay, so even if you're booking it for 6 months from now, for example, getting online and looking at Airbnbs and getting online and you know, familiarizing yourself with the location, looking at restaurants, where do you want to go shopping? What are the hot spots of that area? That's all fun. And that's what's really going to help get you through whatever experience, whatever struggle you're experiencing here toward the end of the month. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get you some oracle cards. Let's get Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. I love this deck. I use it in all of my private readings. Again, the link for private readings is in the description. All right, these are definitely well loved, as you can see, but let's get 2 cards, Spirit, for Sagittarius for the month of December 2021. beautiful. This makes a lot of sense. So we've got to the sea and yin. So this is, I'll just give a brief description, and then what I will do is I will actually read from the book, just so that because it does give a broader message. So to the seas talks about, allowing the universe to take you, allowing yourself to be fluid in the experience of the universe. Definitely talking about this Five of Cups energy and setting those boundaries. So it's almost funny, you can't see it, but the progression of the 6 cards in each, 3 cards in each row, sorry, you can tell they're all talking about the same thing. So allowing yourself to, and it sounds so cheesy, but go with the flow. And I don't mean go with the flow as in just, whatever. It's more like, okay, well, I don't have any control here, and I know that I'm just going to have to get through this situation and just see it through. So what's going to be the path of least resistance for me? And the path of least resistance is allowing. And then we've got yin here, and this is the feminine energy of receptivity and receiving. So in order to receive a 9 of Cups, in order to receive the things that we want, we have to be open. And part of being open is relinquishing control. Let me open the book. We'll do to the sea first. Okay, so the essential meanings of this card, it says being in flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. Isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage you in a way that is fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. And then we've got number 2. Essential meanings, the feminine principle of receptivity, allowing someone else to make the first move, gathering information and taking in cues, the art of conscious allowing. This is the time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully await what is coming to you, ready to accept it when it appears. Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to flow to you. Poised to receive the bounty that will be made available to you, it implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear. Be the shaped, not the shaper, and you'll see how quickly your dreams manifest. Okay, guys, so I'm going to leave it there. I hope that there was something helpful. You feel as though you found a message that was helpful to you in this situation. Again, happy birthday, Sagittarius, and I wish you a beautiful Christmas and New Year, and enjoy the rest of your month.